Welcome back. It's time for our weekly The Amazing Race recap. Charlie. Okay, now am I allowed to... Okay, here, Charlie. Am I allowed to say stuff that we say off air? Because I want to say it.
Go ahead, yeah.
Listen, I'm coming back to The Amazing Race after many years off. Can I just say I'm a little bored?
No, I agree. I mean, I've watched the last 5 or so seasons, and I'm also bored with this one. There's not enough going on in the episodes. You're watching the teams do one thing for way too long, in my opinion. On the travel, like, I don't care about the travel that much.
And don't you think, we had discussed this privately a couple weeks ago, about if they were all complete strangers, do they normally team up the way they are? But I feel like since they know each other...
It's because they know everybody's dated in this cast.
Yeah, they have!
They know each other one way or another. And that's the thing with the Big Brother ones. It's like, it takes all the more competition out, I feel like.
I completely agree, which leads me to the next point. When I used to watch seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4, they used to have opening credits, and it'd be dun, 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 and it'd be team. Dun, 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 and team pose. Where is that this season?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like Big Brother. When in their show, they only use it for time when there's that time needed, you know? Which,
well,
I mean, they could easily do it, but they don't. But
they could have easily done it this episode because some stuff dragged on too long. But let's dive right into it. Okay, Czech Republic, which I've always wanted to go there, by the way.
It's beautiful.
It looked gorgeous. I gotta tell you, Jas and Jag, Adam and Joseph, Stephanie and Natalie working together constantly. We need to break up this pack.
Jas and Jag literally had a half-hour start, and they're like, we'll wait for Adam and Natalie, and you know, that way we can all work together. It's like, why? Why are you not competing?
It makes no sense that they waited.
I didn't like it, and
I mean, even though I did appreciate when they got to the place, it didn't open until 9.
Right.
So they would have got there.
Yeah. It made it more even for other people.
Right.
I mean, some people had a little trouble. Chelsea and her dad had some navigation issues, and they even admit that's their biggest thing. They're fine at the challenges, but when it comes to navigation, that's their downfall.
Which I gotta say, I enjoy the challenges sometimes are boring, but I enjoy the people getting lost. Because the frustration, that would be me as well.
I mean, you're in a whole new country, and, you know, I don't remember if Czech Republic's like it, but sometimes you're driving on the opposite side of the road. Sometimes it's a stick shift, and people aren't used to those.
Can I tell you, I also forgot on this show that sometimes you have to have that car and drive yourself. Like, to me, I just assumed taxis and Ubers.
Right.
And subways. No, driving, then I'd be like, okay, I'm out. And the road signs, you can't read them. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
So the first roadblock was tapped out.
Yeah. And this one was interesting to an extent. I mean, they basically... You know, you had to bottle crates of beer. And this was also our driver's seat.
Which I had to ask Charlie what that was, because back in the day, I don't remember ever having a driver's seat.
So the first team to the driver's seat gets to decide how each team, how many crates they have to do. 1, 2, or 3. Well, our first 3 teams get there, and they're strategizing before the 2 hours before the place opens. And they're like, okay, Natalie and Stephanie are going to do it because that's the least amount of blood on their hands. So the girls end up giving themselves 2 crates. And then I think it's smart. They gave all the men teams, along with Chelsea and her dad, 3 crates. You know, that makes sense. But I think it did keep the blood off the hands. Jas and Jag knew that would put them as more of a target than they already are.
But I wanted them to have blood on their hands.
Right. No, I agree. It gives more drama. So it was an okay challenge. I mean, nothing too crazy. A lot of people struggled with it because of the foam and the carbonation, getting all that stuff.
But again, how much of that do we need to see? I wish they would have gotten to more teams doing it instead of just focusing on, like I said last week, the screen times goes to the first 3 or 4 teams.
Right.
And then you don't care about the other
true.
people.
I'll mention that at the end.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
One team, but, you know.
Okay, so then moving on to the directions and then...
What was crazy is Natalie and Stephanie finished the beer bottling first, and then they literally are outside writing down instructions for the other 2 teams they're working with. I'm like, stop it.
Okay, first of all, did not like that. Girls, get on the road. You're not supposed to help everybody.
Right.
And did you find it odd they put it on the bumper instead of under the windshield wiper?
Yeah, but I would say maybe because they put their bags in the back, you know, so therefore you're more likely to see it than on the windshield. My guess, I don't know that for sure. But
when they did that, I was like, that is gonna blow off. And the way they did a tight shot, I was like, oh, this is gonna be like dramatic. Maybe it's gonna get lost. And by the way, I knew you were probably getting to it, the lost key, but that's where I'll get to. Okay, sorry.
So next they have to go get their next clue. And so they go to this field and they have to plow the field to find the clue. So one of them pulls and one of them pushes.
And I would not survive this. I could not do it.
I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun to try it. Rubina and Christine actually get lost on their way there. They just go past it. But like you teased, Adam and Joseph get done. They get back to the car and they're like, we don't have the key.
That was the best part of the whole episode.
I wanted to be like, how did you drop the key? You know, like, surely you had it in your fanny pack.
Yeah.
Like, and it was zipped up. But I mean, who knows? Maybe when they put the clue in there, it fell out or something.
I was wondering if it happened because they were being so physical with the plow. Then maybe
Yeah.
it just happened to fall out. But I tell you, that was the most exciting part. But I thought it was going to blow off. They get to the car, and of course they do see the instructions.
Yeah.
But then they couldn't read them correctly because they kept stopping and asking. Wasn't it them that kept like? I'm like, you have written instructions right now.
Right. Yeah, and Matt and Megan also got lost on the way there.
Yeah.
Jeremy's favorite thing. People getting lost.
I do like people get lost. At least there's some kind of drama.
Right.
And it's stressful.
That's
and it's
true.
like you're rooting for them.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And then it's just leading up to it. It kind of was anticlimactic in my opinion, just because you kind of know. Like I know we don't have the timestamp like we want.
Yeah.
But you kind of know where it's leading.
Right. Well, and the thing is, so there was 2 roadblocks in this one, and the second one was they basically had to put 20 pounds. One of them had to put 20 pounds of hockey gear on, make a successful pass, and then get it into a partially blocked goal score. And I mean, a lot of people actually did it pretty easily.
Yeah, I was surprised actually.
Yeah, I think Alex was the one that struggled the most. I think he did like 26 times. But I'm horrible at ice skating.
See, that's one I would have liked to have done. I would have liked. I'm not good at it, but it was fun.
Ice skating, I get the hang of it about the time it's time to leave. So that would have taken me forever.
I was actually surprised how easily someone got it in because that's
Right.
It's
well,
way harder.
They basically put like a cardboard cutout of a hockey player there, and there's the 2 sides are open and down the middle between the feet. I mean, those aren't big gaps.
I thought Eric would have done better of Tucker and
I
Eric.
was very surprised by that
took
as
him
well.
a few chances.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that, then they get a coin. Now I was kind of surprised. I've never seen a clue like that, but again, I'm back new to the show. And it had a picture of the building on the coin. And
they do that a couple times. Sometimes it's been like a postcard, you know, or something that's like shows a landmark that they have to go to. To me, what was crazy is that showed the pit stop. And like, spoiler alert, Jag and Jas are in the top there. So Jag and Jas, Natalie and Stephanie, they're right there neck and neck. And we're halfway through the episode and we're already going to the pit stop.
That is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, we should not be getting the first person to the pit stop till the last like 20 minutes.
You know what's so funny you say that, Charlie? Because I remember when that was happening, I paused my TV to see how much longer in the episode, and I went, what are we doing for the rest of the episode?
Know, right? So the crazy thing is, Jag, Jas, Stephanie, and Natalie get there at the same time. And Jag and Jas are like, tomorrow's Natalie's birthday. Should we be nice and let them have first? That also kind of takes a little bit of heat off us. It's like, oh, look, we don't always get first. So they would have won.
Correct.
But they're like, for your birthday. But the girls, I think, would have actually won if they would have not stuck around and given them instructions the whole time.
We mentioned that yesterday, and I completely agree. If you would have gotten your car and left, you could have had a legitimate first place finish instead of having felt like it was given to you for your birthday.
Right.
Who cares? It's your birthday. You're on the Amazing Race.
Right. Earn it.
Earn it. Well, that's the whole thing is I'd rather have earned it. And they would have.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, I guess maybe in their minds it was legitimized because they would have. But they got to stop working together. I hope the producers are watching these episodes.
It's not against the rules, though. So,
oh, my God, so boring.
I mean,
anyway,
sadly, Matt and Megan came in last, and you could tell it was inevitable because they had one scene in the first 51 minutes of the episode.
Right?
I paused and I'm like, we have not seen them.
And I did like that Phil was already at the field going, you don't even have to do this because you're done.
Yeah.
I appreciated that. My gosh, guys, I'm hoping next week's episodes picks up a little bit.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, you can catch new episodes Wednesdays on CBS. We'll be right back.